How's it going, Scorpio? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'm doing your February 2021 month ahead tarot card reading, and I'm going to be using the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition deck for you. So I'm just going to start shuffling out here. So this reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course any Scorpio cross watchers. So what I'm going to do too, guys, is pull an oracle card, the Power of Love oracle card deck. I was just inspired. I was guided to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you guys really enjoy the reading. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. And I love getting your comments. So make sure you say hello and let me know what you think of the reading. All right. So let me just shuffle out a couple more times. So just as I was getting ready to do your reading this morning, I was given the advice that there's somebody watching that might want to know a good yoga instructor. So I follow a few different people on YouTube. I like to mix things up. But one of my favorite is Eckhart Yoga. And I think it's spelled Eckert. And she's such a cute person. And I just love her yoga. And I use her yoga video at least 3 times a week. So anyway, I'm gonna start getting into the reading. This is why I keep the intro short, because I'm just like a runaway train when it comes to chit chat. So let's have a card here. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Okay, Scorpio. So you got the devil to start off with. So there's going to be a very powerful force around you, and sometimes people get really freaked out by the devil card, depending on what you were taught when you were being brought up. But in tarot, the devil really represents your shadow self. The things that you might have really battled to overcome, things that you have conquered in the past, these little gremlins, and they're always going to be with you. Just remember, your shadow self is always going to be part of you. Those things in your life that you might not be super proud of, it's always going to be with you. And sometimes it's going to rear its ugly head again, and it could come in the fact that you crystallize memories where you're like, oh, I can't believe that happened. Or you could run into somebody that brings it up for you, somebody that is sort of still at that level, like they've never really conquered that whatever it is, whatever your demons were, right? And they're still there. And it could be somebody callous and classless enough to bring it up in front of people that you would really rather not know what is happening. But I don't see any fallout from that going on, except for the big blabbermouth. So you can expect this to happen, you guys. And it is going to happen. You could just sort of turn a corner and somebody will be there one day, or they'll be in your DMs and might not want to deal with them. But more often than not, when you see the devil card, it's something within you. And you could be getting challenged by a situation that might make you want to go back to that behavior, that was an escape of some sort, but then turned into... You know what I mean? So you want to really watch what's going on, so be prepared for somebody. I really see somebody trying to throw something in your face, and that's not cool at all. Not cool at all. So you might want to just be a little bit prepared for that. It could actually be for some of you. I think I need to turn the light down. It could be somebody at work too. Like, this could be something that happened that you're just trying to forget, some huge mess, could be in your social life, your personal life, your professional life, where you just like hugely drop the ball and you're like, just barely manage not to get fired or dumped or something like that. Somebody could be throwing that in your face too, which is really nice. So like #sarcasm. So be prepared for that. And you're like, oh, I thought this was done. All right, so sometimes what's done is not done. All right, so that's what I'm seeing so far. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 8 of Swords. You got a stressful energy so far for February, Scorpio, but these things are going to happen, you know, and the Eight of Swords really represents being in your own head. So whatever happens externally, don't let this person or this situation control how you feel about yourself. You did a lot of work to overcome that mistake or addiction or whatever. You've come a long way. You know, some of you could have been earning, you know, those chips that you get from associations and stuff like that. You know, you could have just passed an anniversary. Be really mindful of those anniversaries too. They can be very difficult if you had some sort of addiction. Apparently 3, 6, 9, 12, you know, multiples of 3 for some reason can really be difficult for people that have quit doing anything very damaging for themselves, you know. So even though it should be something to celebrate, it can be the exact opposite. So you are going to be challenged either internally or externally about something that happened in your past. You're just being sort of like, don't go down that path again. You know, it's just, it happened, it's done, you did your best, people slip, you know, it's part of your journey, your soul contract to go through these things. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You know, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. It happened, it's over. And nobody has the right to come in and throw things back in your face. And if they, especially if it's somebody close to you, like somebody, a coworker or your partner or a family member, they should have come and talked to you before they, you know, really boiled over. You know what I mean? So you can just say that, you know, wait a second. You've already been thinking about this for a long time to the point where you're going to explode and try to make me feel bad. So I need time. I need time to go and regroup and come back and have a conversation like an adult. And for somebody, if they're slithering back into your life to sort of pull you down because they can't figure their way out of their dark night of the soul, you can just shut them down instead of allowing this Eight of Swords energy to come back in. There's nothing that you need to be afraid of, to be stuck in your own head. Like, you're powerful now, Scorpio. So be stronger than yourself, than your, you know, inner saboteur and any, I guess, external saboteur. I can't think of anything brilliant. Okay, so this shouldn't last very long though. So what I've got is the Ten of Wands. So it's going to come in and it's going to go out. It's going to be like a tide. It's going to come in. It's probably going to be savage. You know, you could be really blindsided. And that's just never cool. You got to really watch for people, you know. Watch for those comments on Facebook or somebody posting something really negative about you on your social media. Like, who are you giving access? Really, really be alert, you guys. Like, if you're going through a spell where you think, well, I'm going to take a break from social media, I'm really getting the advice for you guys to really keep monitoring that so you can nip this in the bud and block that person if you need to. Sometimes it's difficult if you're actually living with somebody or it's a member of your family. You might not be able to block them, but you guys, you're going to win this situation, whatever it is. Whatever is going to come back up like an ugly boil. It's going to be like, oh man, here we go again. I thought this was done. I'm going to have to come in and slay the dragon one more time. But the Ten of Wands says it's a very difficult situation, very difficult, like climb or traverse. It's almost done for you guys. Well, let me pull one more Tattoo Tarot card here for you guys. So you have the Seven of Coins. So this is very interesting. You could actually get a lump sum of money at the end of this. Like, if your cool head prevails. I'm getting words from my guides like this could be some sort of a test for you to see if you were going to go back down or like into the valley or not. And I've seen you guys in previous readings where you've kind of been halfway down the stairs going into the darkness, but you've come back up. But this is going to be an even more like in your face, and it could be public for some of you. And it's kind of like sometimes the universe wants to test you a little bit, and then you get a little bit of a reward. So that's what I'm seeing here for you guys, is a test and a reward. Very strange cards for you guys, but I mean, just a heads up to watch out for people that are harboring some sort of resentment against you, or they're just so clueless they have no idea that you're in a place where you don't want to talk about stuff like that anymore. You know, hello, I left that behind me. Nobody in my current reality knows about that, so you know, keep your mouth shut. I've got virtue here. I pulled this from the Power of Love deck. This says you acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So that's also very interesting too. So you could possibly be able to help this person that is coming in and blowing up. That's very good perspective, because this is something that is triggering them. So you might be able to ask the question like, hey, are you okay? Can I help you with something? Instead of just asking them to clam up and get lost, you might be able to do something actually that resonates with the energy of virtue and help somebody out. So this is pretty cool, you guys. You might be able to pay it forward. You know, it could kind of, you know, roll your eyes back in your head when it first happens, but you should be able to collect yourself and make it go away, make it stop, like zip it up pretty quickly, and then be able to offer some help, which is, it's going to bring on this reward from the universe. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Peace out, Scorpio. Bye.